How's it going, everyone? It's Nathan from Nathan's MRE. Today we have a very special ration. This particular ration is a French RCIR. You guys know how I love the French rations. This particular one has a manufacturer date of June 29, 2016, and it has a expiration date of November 18th, 2019. So those of you who don't know, this is a 3-meal ration, so a 24-hour ration, and they're always the best. These are usually the best rations you get from pretty much any country. This particular one is menu number 10, and the mains in it are potato with cheese and pork, Italian salad to eat cold. We might probably eat it hot, I'll tell you right now. The starter is traditional pork pate, soup, don't know what kind of soup, milky dessert, salted and sweet biscuits, coffee, tea, chocolate, nougat, fruit, jelly, energy bar, muesli, isotonic powder drink. There again, won't know what kind until we get into it. Chocolate bar, jam, tissues, reheating kit, water purification tablets. As you could tell, it is a massive ration. It should be interesting. So, this was sent to us by our good friend Steve at Traversing Foods. So he wrote me a little letter here. I hope you don't mind me showing it. It says, just want to say thanks for all the kind words you said about my channel. You have answered all my questions in a prompt, professional manner, and really appreciate that. Plus, you have mentioned my channel numerous times to drive traffic to it, and appreciate that. Hopefully it worked. If you guys have not subscribed to Steve's channel, he does awesome reviews. Stop right now, go to Traversing Foods. The link will be in the description, and go subscribe to him. Awesome guy. Anyway, a few weeks ago in a live stream, you mentioned which French rations you have and have not reviewed. You mentioned that you have not reviewed menu number 10, so I wanted to send you that ration. I have to mark it on my list now. And support your channel. Appreciation for supporting me. It may not be the greatest sounding menu, but it sounds fine to me. But I hope you like it. Cheers, Traversing Foods. Thank you very much, Steve. So, without any further ado, let's get our knife out. And as you know, go to the Amazon store. Links also in the description for our little cleaver knife here. Take the protecting plastic off. We'll see what all's in this thing. Don't need that. And we'll go ahead and it says peel the tab first. So let's peel the tab first. A lot of you guys ask me a lot of times, what's my favorite ration? If I had to pick any ration, what would be the first? Well, any of the French RCIRs are always the best. If you're interested in buying one of these, foreignmre.com has a bunch of them. Go check them out. I'll also put their link in the description. We'll just put everybody's link in the description. How about that? But we'll put Steve's first. That way, go to his channel. We have some chocolate muesli. You guys love, you know how I love chocolate muesli. All these say add cold water. I like to add hot water. It makes it like a chocolate milk, and it's just fantastic. Anyhow, here we have the soup. Let me see here. We'll translate this. Oh, here we go. Tomato and vegetable soup. We have some plum jam. We have our, looks to be a peach drink mix. We have a accessory pack. Come back to that here in a minute. We have a little package of napkins or TP for you know where. We have some biscuits, and there'll be 3 different kinds. There'll be a salted biscuit, there'll be a sweet biscuit, and a chocolate biscuit. We have some chocolate. The chocolate feels like it's a little bit broken. That's all right. We have our nougat bar. Let's tell everybody be careful. The nougat bars, they don't last as long as everything else in this ration. They have a tendency to smell like paint. So we'll see. We'll open it up and see how it works out. Here we have a peach. These are like a jelly. No, this is actually I think almost like a nougat bar also, but it's peach. We'll show you when we open it up. And here we have the heater, and this has some other stuff in it too. Well, come on. Come on. We have a few other things in it. Good night. First, we have a trash bag for all your trash. We have some matches. We have water purification tabs, 6 of those. Here we have a little hook. You can bend that and it hooks your mains. And we have our little spork. We won't be using that because you know why. We have our 4 MRE titanium spork. We have the stove itself. Then we have 6 fuel tabs. For right now, let's chuck that over here. Let's keep going. And this was, I believe, I think it was pork pate. Memory serves me. We have our dessert, our chocolate, like a chocolate mousse, I guess. I think I've had that one before. We have a coffee bar. And we have a little fruit pate bar. This is like a gummy fruit bar. We have our 2 mains here. We have our Italian salad, and it looks like it has some green beans in it. What is that? Chickpeas, maybe? Maybe some pork. I'm gonna say it right now. It's probably gonna be better heated up. We'll probably heat it up. We'll see. We have our other main, and this was our tarte flette. And this was potatoes with cheese and pork. And just judging by the picture, it looks pretty good. They're both 300-gram cans. I cannot wait to get into this thing. Oh, almost forgot. Almost forgot. Accessory pack. Let's be real careful. Cutting this guy open not to cut into the contents. We have some hot chocolate. You guys know I love that stuff. We have yellow label tea, salt, pepper. We have green mint tea. We have our sugars. Then we have 2 packs of coffee. So it should be interesting. Let's go ahead and get some stuff going here and see what it's all about. Okay, so we're heating various things up here, getting all ready. I'll go and open these on camera though before we heated them up. And this is our potatoes with pork, with cheese and pork. Whoa. Look at that. Whole slice of potato with pork. You can see the cheese on top. Man, it just smells like $1,000,000. Let's go ahead and let that sit there. And our Italian salad. To eat cold. I think I have a problem with to eat cold with this. Look at that. I mean, come on. Come on. Hold on, move the light away. There we go. That's like $1,000,000. I see olives in it. I see red and yellow peppers. We see, it looks like chickpeas. I mean, I'm pretty sure the chickpeas. We have some pork or something in there. It looks like pork. And it just smells awesome. It smells like it has a little bit of lemon or lime juice with it. It's just sure to be completely impressive. Let's go ahead and heat these up. We have some water going. We'll be back with everything on the tray here in just 1 second. Okay, we are done. First of all, we've had a little surprise with the meal. I was looking at the bag on the soup and like poison, P-O-S-S-I-O-N, I believe. Like, man, I've heard that before. It's not vegetable soup. It's the fish soup. The same fish soup I always talk about. But this isn't near as potent as what it usually is. The last one I did, it was tough. This has a nice little hint of a fish to it. We'll come back to that here in a minute if I can talk right. Everything else is done. We're ready to go. Let's go and start with the main. If it's not too hot to pick up. Pretty hot. So our potatoes, pork and cheese. Look at the chunks of pork in that. Everything looks absolutely delicious and smells delicious too. Got whole slices of potatoes. And man, I tell you, let's get some out on the tray here. Not all of it. It's pretty hot. And let's go ahead and taste this. We'll jump into this Italian salad next. Let's get a nice big piece of pork to start off with. Nice cheese sauce on it. Almost like a smoked ham kind of taste to it. Some potatoes, got a piece of cheese hanging off. The cheesy potatoes are perfect in this ration. Nice and tender, not mushy at all. That's a 10 out of 10. Our Italian salad's pretty hot. Decided to go and heat her up. Here again, we got whole pieces of green beans, peppers, chickpeas. It's like some more pork in here. Can's burning my hand. Yep, it's pretty hot still. Okay. Let's get a little piece of pork, green bean, pepper. The peppers are actually grilled. You can see the grill marks on the pepper right there. Absolutely delicious. Has a fresh garden taste to it. It's absolutely mind-blowing. It almost looks like a piece of mushroom in there. You can see the darkness on the side. It's olive, black olive is what it is. That is so good. Absolutely perfect. Man. All right, anyway. Moving on. Have our apricot drink. Mixed are a little rich though. We used a whole container on about 300 ml. How's that? Not apricot, the peach. The peach tea kind of thing going on. Very semi-sweet. It's a very nice drink. A little bit different from what you're used to. Man. Awesome meal. We'll do things a little backwards here. We mixed our measly up. We should have done this first for breakfast. But you can see we use hot water. So there's pieces of apples in here. There's chunks of chocolate. A little bit warm. This chocolate's a little bit melted. Perfect. I know we're doing it backwards, but it's going to have to work for right now. That's about the perfect mix. A little bit of liquid in the bottom. Nice chocolatey chocolate milk liquid. That's perfect. Man, what a meal. I cannot thank Steve enough for this one. This one is excellent in pretty much every way. And man, okay, had to chew a little bit. Let's move on a little bit. Let's try our mint tea out. It's a nice, looks like, I guess, a green tea, but it's mint. Very light. It tastes more like a spearmint than it is an actual mint. Very light, very nice. It's not real potent. It's just a very nice, lightly flavored tea. Okay. Next up, the pork pate, which should be pretty interesting. And is that any good? It smells good. It looks like grainy right there, though. Expiration not till 2020. It's got to be good, right? We'll see. You guys don't hear from me. You know what finally did me in. Also, before I forget, the spork, the titanium spork, foreignmre.com, the little logo right there. If you're interested in one of those, go there and get that when you're buying your French ration. Okay, so we're gonna get the crackers out here. So we have our cereal biscuit. It should be salt. So these are the regular ones for use the pate. Put those right there. Here's the sweet biscuits, and here is the chocolate ones, a little flex in. That one's a little bit broken. Let's get this other one out here. That one's a little broken too, so it's just gonna have to work out. Doesn't make me any difference, really. Let's go ahead and get the salted biscuits. Let's take a taste first. I mean, what's going on in here? It's just kind of a little bit separated. It smells fine. It's not really a pate per se. Let's see. Let's hit with the translator just to make sure. Yeah, no, translator, there's no help on that. And it's almost like a pork luncheon meat than anything. You can see it's really stringy. And it just has like a separated fat in it. It doesn't smell bad at all. I don't know. There seems to be no issue at all with it. But just like ground pork, right? Almost like what we call pulled pork, but a little bit finer. The crackers, you have to eat them right. They use the salted crackers or biscuits. They're biscuits. With like a meat or the mains, because they don't taste well on their own. And the sweet ones go with dessert and so forth. Anyway. I guess I'll wash that down. Little fish soup. It's got some floaties in it. Got a nice mild fish scent to this one though. Wow. Has some flavor to it. Now let me tell you, that's actually really good. It's kind of thick. It's not just like straight water. I've seen it had tomatoes and some other vegetables in with it. And it's very mild. You could actually drink that no problem at all. It's actually very good. Okay. Chew that up. Moving on. We have our hot chocolate here. And these are usually a semi-sweet, kind of a darker mix. This is no exception. It's very different than what you get here. It tastes like you took a chocolate bar and threw it in hot water and stirred it up. There's not a lot or hardly any milk in that, milk powder or nothing. It's not bad. It's just a little different. For me, I love it, but somebody that's not expecting that is going to catch you off guard, probably. Let's move on here. Let's try our plum jam out. I can't wait to try that. Let's shift those over there. Where's our cereal biscuits at? Right here. Here we go. There's our plum jam. Looks pretty good. There we go. Very good jam. The biscuits are very nice. They taste fresh. A lot of times these biscuits, as they get a little bit older, they could get kind of weird. These are not. Here's the chocolate biscuits with the chocolate chips in them. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Do the coffee at the end of dessert. I'm gonna check out these bars. This is a nougat bar. Let's take a smell of it. It's got pieces of fruit stuck in it. And it has, this is actually edible paper on that side. And it's more of a rice paper. It smells a little funky. It's all right though. It's on its way out, but it's not bad. It's a little bad. Got a little paint taste to it. Here we have our fruit pate bar. And this is just like a jelly bar, right? There we go. Kind of like a gummy bear type situation. This is going to be our coffee bar. And it is more of like a nougat. It's kind of greasy on the outside of the package, just a little bit. Well, okay. I guess we're not eating that piece. More of a nice mocha, kind of cappuccino coffee flavor to that. Very, very mild. Put that up there. Put that one up there. Here we have our peach apricot bar, and this is just like the coffee bar, the same nougat type stuff to her. See? Very strong apricot flavor. A very nice bar. It's just something that's semi-sweet. Just kind of a little pick-me-up you could eat through the day. Our chocolate is next up. That fish soup, I'm for sure going to down the rest of that. Our chocolate's a little bit bloomed. It's not too terrible. It's still plenty good. It's been heated up many times. Getting a little bit flaky when you bite into it. Not too bad. Here's the coffee. I like coffee a lot better when I have a mouthful of chocolate. It seems like it's a little easier to take. Ever so slightly bitter though, even with the chocolate in my mouth. The coffee, I'm not a coffee person. That's probably a 7 out of 10. I mean, I'm not really sure what good coffee tastes like. It's a little bit bitter. It doesn't taste bad particularly. This is the chocolate pudding or chocolate fondue, or this actually might be the cake. No, it's chocolate pudding. It's the chocolate pudding, boys and girls. There we go. Very rich chocolate pudding. Very, very nice. It's more of a dense, it's almost too dense for pudding. It's like in between pudding and cake, but it's not bread. I don't know, it's very good though. Perfect. Perfect. I believe that is it for mini number 10 of the French RCIR rations. Absolute perfect. Thanks again, Steve from Traversing Foods. I'll say it one more time. Check out his link in the description. The whole meal was near perfect, Steve. I couldn't be more happy with it. That's it, guys. That's going to be all for today's video. The 2016 mini number 10 of the French RCIR. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. We'll see you later.